Hello, everyone. I'm Arafat, as Mr. Chuck has already introduced me. So I'm based in Sydney. I'm Microsoft MVP for AI, so I'll give my brief introduction. But before that, I would like to say thank you for connecting with us. I know skills are one of the most loved topics around Power Virtual Agents extensibility, and I hope that whatever we are going to discuss here will be fruitful for you. So, going back to my introduction, so yes, I am based in Sydney. I am an AI MVP, but I have been working with Power Platform as my day job as well. So it's I really love that platform, and I love playing with new stuff, whatever comes up. Bots are closer to my heart, so I play everything about bots, and yeah, so I'm quite passionate about empowering everybody with the necessary applied AI skill set, be it AI Builder, Azure Machine Learning, or any applied AI skills which Microsoft has provided as a part of platform. So yes, so we'll start with the basic. As I said, that we'll discuss the Power Virtual Agents, and then we'll discuss how valuable they are for digital transformation. I'll discuss something which is closer to my heart, and in my view is the most powerful feature for the AI builder. That is prediction model with the real-time results. I was playing with my bot framework skills demo, so I thought to inject this one as well. In the last, we will discuss about bot framework skills. So let's get started. Bots are the new apps said by Mr. Satya, the person who has transformed the industry and brought a real change to the technology. If it is coming from him, it means something is real, and it's not just a hype. So Power Virtual Agents, as most of you are aware, that it is here to empower everyone, especially to those who are closer to the customers, and you can create your team who's not a developer or who is not into data science or something like that. They can also create bots without having any prior knowledge, because they are closer to the customers, so they know how to build those experiences. Why are we discussing about them now? So if you just notice these icons, you can easily relate to the applications people are using for their day-to-day purposes, either for professional or personal reasons. Now, the exciting part, through Power Virtual Agents, without writing a single line of code, you can easily achieve a native chat experience on either all of these channels. One more reason for these is you can see the statistics that Gartner has labeled these interfaces as the top third trend for digital technology. In addition to this, Google Trends show that all the smart folks in Australia and New Zealand are more interested than anyone in the world in bots. Power Virtual Agent is truly an asset to the digital transformation. There are a couple of use cases which I've listed down to give you an idea as where PVA or Power Virtual Agent can be implemented. And I'm sure that there are many businesses or organizations who are already implementing it and who have implemented it. Now let's have a look at what we have in PVA, and since 2019 December, the team has worked really hard to bring you all of these new stuff. So we have now got multi-language support. We have got custom canvas through which you can have your own branded theme on the canvas. We have got fallback intent for better handling. Then we have got proactive slot filling that allows you to skip the question if the required information is already extracted. I've implemented this in my demo as well. We have got the support for the markdown text. So this is really cool. This is one of the hidden features of Power Virtual Agents. I have included this in my demo as well. So then we have got suggested topics to speed up your bot's creation. There is something called Composer Skill Support. It was a part of a demo of Microsoft Build 2020. This feature is yet to be released. When it will be released, product team can answer this. But if you want to see that how it was demoed, and you can also see those videos from the past, I think, on Microsoft Developers YouTube channel. So yeah, this is one of the features which I've been waiting for very eagerly. So yes, and the last one, which was released, I think this month, it is the co-authoring capability, so that you can share your bots with the other creators. There is something called global variable support as well. I'm using that in my bot, but yes, Mr. Chuck will be able to show you more about that if time permits. Now, with all the goodness, you can achieve a lot. So from that a lot, we'll take a small bit and show you here. Let's kick off with the AI builder part. So in April 2020 wave, we saw the AI builder team has pushed a big update on prediction model. So what's prediction model? Prediction model is the capability of AI builder to solve the common AI problems such as classification, which includes either the customer is eligible or not eligible, customer will be subscribing or not, will they be paying on time or not. So any problem which is related to true or false can be solved using binary classification technique. This is supported from day one in prediction model. Now, what's new is down, you can also solve regression problems, such as what should be the price of this product, how much customer is going to spend, all without the need of data science or machine learning expertise. So this is true democratization of AI. Now the best part is yet to be discussed. Earlier, before 2020 wave, it was not easy to get the results in real time, and you had to wait for 24 hours, or you had to forcefully train the model and get the results on demand. However, with this release, you can have the results in real time, and it is super fantastic. So how does this process work? It is very simple, very usual. First of all, Microsoft Docs are the best source for this. You can always go over there and have a look. You need to have a fantastic data set. Data is the king in this case, and the more the merrier. Then after loading it into CDS, you need to create the prediction model by choosing the prediction model capability from AI Builder. Then you can train, publish, and monitor the performance. I know because of time constraint, I'm not going into the details, but if anyone has any specific questions, you can please ask at the end, and I'll be happy to explain in detail. Now, let's talk about the most awaited topic. So this is Microsoft Bot Framework skills. So whenever you create a PVA, you must have noticed that what the list is, what this icon is doing over here, what is that? So basically, I will start from here. So skill. So skill is basically a pluggable bot. A bot which has some more extra powers, and you can easily create a bot framework bot, and you can make it as a skill as well. So it means that you can have a bot, let's say an HR bot, and it can act as a skill bot for skill for your company. So company bot. So you have got small 2 or 3 bots for specific purposes, but for your company, they can also act as skills. So now these are a couple of basic features, basic concepts which we need to understand before we understand the skills part. Then there is something called skills consumer. So in our case, this is our Power Virtual Agent, and it is the user interfacing bot. So on the right side of the image, you can see that the basic architecture of the skill consumer, or the root bot, which in our case is the Power Virtual Agent. It has got a couple of features such as adapters and handlers. You don't have to get into too much of detail for now. You're creating a basic skill, that's okay not to know a lot of all of that, but it's always good if you are going to create something heavy, which involves really complex dialogues or complex conversation mechanisms. Then we have got skills manifest. Skill manifest is basically the definition of your skill. You can create a consumer, in our case, Power Virtual Agent, by just looking at the manifest. It can be written in any language. It means that a Python skill can be incorporated into C# bot, or a C# skill can be incorporated into Power Virtual Agent, which is no code. So now let's discuss about what does it take for you to create a skill. You need, as of now, for now, till this 16th of July in Australia, you need to have pro code skills to develop a bot framework skill. So you need to be a developer. You need to have some basic knowledge of bot framework, Microsoft bot framework. However, if you are not a developer, don't get worried about it, because as I said, that composer skills will be a game changer for those who don't want to get their hands in the code. And you need a basic bot framework knowledge for that, as I said. So if time permits, I'll show you that what composer is as well, and how can you create the skills from there. But we'll see that. So there are two ways to create skills for now. One is to create through templates, which has been provided by Bot Framework team, and the other way is to create from scratch. If you are interested in creating it from scratch, which I did for myself as well, so there are 3 basic steps. These steps, you don't have to worry about all of details right now, but they are must for your skills. I have written a detailed blog post, so you can also have a look at that, and I'll be posting my blog link at the end. Now, everything is done. It's time for a demo. So let's see. All right. So before we go for a demo, let me tell you the small use case which I have developed. So I am this is an AMA bank bot. So bank, what it allows you to onboard as a customer from Power Virtual Agent. It has got some capabilities of AI implemented, whether to give you a loan or not. And we have got some skills connected with us so that our bank's extensibility bot, which will check our balance, which will tell us whether it's good time for shopping or not. So that part is associated in that part is integrated with this skill. So I'll walk you through first the demo. I'll give you a demo first, and then we'll get inside each of the parts as we go along. So I'll say hello. And I want to open that. Has got a couple of questions, I think 4 questions. So now what it is doing on the back, it is going and creating the contact in our dynamics, which is over here. So if you go into my contacts, you have seen that even if I've provided the whole sentence, my email address or my mobile number is this, with the extraction of entities, with the power of entity extraction, it has only got the relevant information and provided you here. So what I've done, nothing but very basic stuff. So these are my topics. I've got 2 topics: open balance, open account, and check balance. We'll go to the open account first, and I'm just checking some basic flow and all that, then I'm calling a flow. So this flow, this is my flow. Nothing very fancy. I'm just creating a record, returning back my customer ID. And why I'm asking that is because now Mr. Charles Sterling, is offered a loan with 0% interest. So yeah, we'll go with that. We'll say yes. I want to go with that. So he earns around millions, and like this, I think, or something more than that, right? Anyway, so yeah, we'll just put. So I am so I'm planning to apply for this is my loan amount, let's say, and it's urban. So what it is doing now, it has taken my information. It is calculating. So did you see, it has calculated, it has predicted everything, and it has given me a result that congratulations, you're 100% eligible. You can see the text is formatted. I'm not sure everybody or most of you have seen this formatted text earlier in this way in PVA. So if you have played with that, so what I'm doing is I'm just taking all of the data which I have already over here, and I'm just using the prediction model. Can't I do this out of the box without using flow? Yes, you can do that. It will automatically predict. You don't have to even provide this information. In your AI builder, in your Dynamics, it can do that. In your without any flow, it can do that. The only problem why I did this is I was an Australia tenant and I had to install a language pack, so I could not do that. So that's why I used this. So this is very basic. Now I'm using a markdown over here. So you can see that I'm formatting my text using markdown text, and I'm just returning it with the prediction. So I've got basic logic implemented over here. If the prediction comes as no, then you have to show this response. Otherwise, you have to show this response. So if I come over here and I see that yes, Mr. Charles is eligible now. So if I go inside and I'll go to the details, you will see that what is the likelihood, what was the explanation, all has been generated by AI Builder. So I'm just showing you because this is just this was just a JSON. So I've just formatted it, and I'm just showing you that what are the other factors which has enabled this result, or which has driven this result. So yes, that's about the AI Builder part. So now just imagine that excuse me, just imagine that I have loaded this account with the funds. So if I say I want to check my balance, now what it will do, it is going to connect with our external services. Sorry for the typo. I'm calling contacting. No, it's just I'm contacting. So what it is doing, it is going to the bot framework skill, and it is going to do some magic over there and get the information of my account if I forward, and then it is returning back the account card for me. So this is an adaptive card which has returned back, and it has shown me that this is the balance of my card. Now, if I say, I am feeling like going out, so if I write this, what it will do, it will go and check the weather, and this is the weather right now happening in Sydney. So it has shown me this. So this is the basic stuff. You can do that with skills. You can show adaptive cards as of now from skills. Yes, I know Power Virtual Agent support is coming up, but the purpose was not to show you adaptive cards, but to show you that you can still communicate and keep remain on the keep connected with the skills even with one utterance. So if I say an end, then only my skill will be able to end, because that's how I've programmed my skills. So now I've told a lot of stuff over here. So now let's get back to some previous stuff first, and then we'll talk about how I've built this bot framework skill. So I'll go to my check balance. Before I go to my check, okay, since I'm here, so I'm just contacting my service. I'm using my global variable, but I did not pass it. So because on my skill I'm not using it, so that's why I did not feel passing it. But you can. This was my account type, which I took it up over from here from my open account. So I'm setting it up somewhere over here as my global variable. Yeah, so this is my account type global variable. I can use this exact global variable over here in my check balance. So I'm just calling this action. This is the action, as I said, that you can just come over here, call an action, and in action you will see that EMA skill bot is here. So if you go to the skills, you will see EMA skill bot listed over here. This is my skill. If I click on this, you can even see the manifest. So this is the manifest. Now, before we go into the manifest, let me show you what is this. So this is my skill code. This is my skill code. Very basic code, very basic. So I have not written all of them. This is a Visual Studio. Visual Studio has got a template for bot framework bots. I'm just using an Echo bot template, and I won't go in too much into the detail. Just 2 minutes of discussion over here. So this is my manifest, and in manifest I have to define something. So I've just commented out because I wanted to do some local testing. So this is my consumer. Building consumer is difficult than building a skill, by the way. So for the skill, you don't need a lot of things. You just need basic skill handler adapter, and you have to just make your calls over here and enable your skills. How to do that? What steps do I need to take? These are a couple of good stuff which is over here listed. You can see that implement Power Virtual Agents skill. How can you do that? What is the manifest? How what means what? So why I'm using these kind of example, like JSON, what means what, which means what. So you can also see that. And then if you want accelerated skills, as I said, you have got bot framework skills page over here. So all of these links, since this talk is recorded, so you can easily go, or if you have got any specific questions, reach out to me after that. I'll be happy to answer you. I just did a basic Google search, and you can see over here that whatever the first results came up, and I'm just showing you that. So you can also connect the same skill with the bot framework bot as well. So let's say if I have just created, I've just switched in on, and if I want to create my skill as a consumer, so I can do that as well. And this is my last bit. So if it gets open, otherwise no problem. So I'll just show you bot framework emulator part. That this is the bot framework emulator. So you can also create the skill on bot framework. You can create the skill and test it over here. So this is my skill. So if I say hello and welcome, and I say hey, so it will say that just please type balance and I'll take you to the skill. So if I type balance, it will show me the same skill as what I have shown you over there as a balance. So this is really cool stuff, and it's very easy. Um, Earlier, we did not have good documentation on that, good as in that it was in preview. So that's why the team was heavily working on the working side of that. Now they have invested a lot in documentation, so you can always go and read that. This is the bot framework composer. I am also calling the skill from here, but I won't show because of the time. But just to tell you that this is the same bot which I have built from TVA. I've tried to build it from the composer as well. This is the skill which has been called over here. So you can also connect bot framework composer with the skill. You can also build a bot and create it as skills over here as well. But some other time, I think it's not a good time to show that right now because it will take some details. That's all from my side. These are the resources. Yeah, there is one thing which I want to talk about. So we and me along with some other bunch of MVPs and some folks in the community, along with the good, super, very good support from Microsoft Bot Framework team. We run a community called Bot Framework Community. It is not restricted to just developers. So if you are one of them, if you are interested in building bots, making awesome experiences for developers or for the creators, and making something which will help them in creating the fantastic user experiences, please join this and or come to contribute. You don't have, it's not just a group to join, but you can always contribute on GitHub. So you can check it out and see if you have got any questions, please let me know. So that's it from my end. If you have got any questions, these are my Twitter handle and my email address.